Hello, my name is Katia. I am going to talk about text-to-teach objects, direct, indirect, and oblique. Grammar functions it is relation between constituents a clause. Therefore, there are three types: the objects, direct object, indirect object, oblique objects. Direct object. It is a noun or pronoun that is directly affected by the action of the verb. The verb must be transited to describe an action or event. The first tips. It is important to mention that one best way the direct object answers the question who or what. For example, what does Alejandra like? Alejandra likes pizza. Pizza is direct object. The another tips a good tip to teach is that learn the structure that the direct object generally comes after the verb, just as the subject generally comes before it is addition. The usual pattern of declarative sentences is subject, verb, object. For example, about address, I, subject, about, verb, dress, direct object. Indirect object. An indirect object precedes the direct object and tells to whom or for whom. The actions of the verb is done and who is receiving the direct object. However, benefited by the actions. Indirect object is a noun phrases can be a noun or a pronoun that benefits from the action of the verb. In fact, indirect objects are usually found with verbs giving or communicating like give, bring, tell, show, take, offer. The first tips, the direct object, it is essential determining the direct object. For example, Viviana got Marco a pizza. Viviana is a noun phrase functioning as the indirect object. The another tips, the object should recognize and understand how the indirect object can also be complete, consisting of the simple indirect object and all the words describing the question. For example, Viviana get Marco a pizza. For to whom or to whom is the indirect object being given. Viviana, indirect object. You remember that there must be a direct object to have an indirect object in a clause. Oblique object. The oblique object also resides the direct object. Therefore, the oblique object refers noun phrases that introduced by other preposition to or for. The first tips. It is important to understand how to use prepositions into a sentence. For example, to preposition, veto, oblique object. The another tips, the oblique object is the construction of phrases or modifiers onto the object of the preposition to add more information to the sentences. For example, Sonia is going to veto two prepositions, veto, oblique objects. Finally, I can explain about the tips used to teach this object. I can say the students that practice the grammar primarily determine it by the position of a word or phrase in a sentence. Then that they could use the graph that each object obtains and writes to identify the sentences. This helps students because they learn to identify, organize, and structure sentences. Thank you.